Greetings. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. You are all appreciated. Today is a Monday, February the 2nd, 2026. My name is Femi Akomalafe. Sorry for the break. We were busy with some issues around there. And I will begin by thanking all of you for watching our programs, for reading my articles, and for listening to our podcast. Thank you very much. You are all appreciated. And today we're not going to do Pan-Africanism the usual way, and we're not going to talk about geopolitics as we sometimes occasionally do. Today I'm going to show a video, and please try to watch. It was sent to me by a friend who asked for my opinion, what I think of the video. So please take a watch, and then we'll come back. Thank you. Thank you. You have seen the video. In this year, 2026, we still have some Nigerians, some Africans, who think nothing of risking their lives for what we consider really very stupid gains. We have people scooping petrol or whatever from a leaking tanker. I mean, we have seen so many such incidences where people get burned. Several hundred people have been burned in Africa over this same issue, stealing petrol from a vehicle that had accidents. Unfortunately, we have among these people graduates of universities. We have among them those who profess to be Christians, Muslims, whatever. So there are too many questions we need to ask here. What happened to our brains in Africa? I don't think it's only poverty. I think something fundamental happened to some brains of our people. I mean, a rational human being who have seen so many videos of people getting burned while stealing fuel from accident vehicles. So what makes it impossible for them to think that this can happen to them? Or what gave them the impression that they are immune to disasters? The trouble I felt dealing with this type of issues is that first, I am a Pan-Africanist, and there's no question about that. But I have I'm not romantic about Africa, both the past and the present. I did not choose to start commenting or writing about Pan-Africanism because I felt some romantic notions about Africa. No. My job is to educate. That's what I try to do. I mean, let's take when I was in Europe studying as a student, my European friends always tell me that I made it impossible for them to criticize Africa. Why? Because they tell me that there's nothing they can say about Africa, there's nothing negative they can say about Africa that I've never said. They consider me the worst critic of Africa. So it's impossible for them to start telling me things, because most of the things they will tell me, I've already written it about us Africans. So integrity as a journalist, or as a podcaster, or as an analyst is the most important thing. I do my best to be as dispassionate and as objective as possible. There's nothing romantic about. I mean, I live in Africa. I see the type of things our people do, and as I've written in several of my articles, our problem in Africa is our normalization of the abnormal. Breaking it down, there are situations that consider as that should be repugnant to any thinking human being, but we seem to accept it. Let's take the case of these people stealing. Of course, that is what it is. They are stealing. So, these are people who on Friday they will go to their mosque shouting Allahu Akbar. On Sunday they will go to their churches shouting Hallelujah or whatever, and shouting and dancing and making all stupid pyrotechnics, talking to their gods in heaven. And the same people will be committing stupid crimes from Monday to Sunday or Monday to Friday. They don't care. They cheat. They lie. They steal, and then on Friday and Sunday they troop to their mosque and their churches, asking their God to forgive them. I mean, what does it take? How much will these idiots? How much will they sell a gallon of petrol? That they will risk their lives. They could be mothers. They could be fathers. Do they think of their family? No, honestly, the way it's difficult to really know what goes on in the brains of some of our people. So, apart from the religious aspect, do we blame economics? Are we the poorest people in the world? How much? How much will a gallon of? I mean, these are people without. I don't know if they're going to use it for generators or for whatever. But imagine somebody lit a fire or lit a match or whatever, and these people they got caught in a fire in Venom. The first thing they will be doing is blaming government, blaming the president, shouting and marching. Then why don't we, some of us, ask them what happened to your brains? Why are our journalists not questioning the sanity of some of these brainless morons? Why blame government all the time? No, honestly, we need to start re-examine our brains. Not only, and it's difficult. Where do we start? Where do we start from? From where do we start to blame somebody? Is it poor education? No, to think of a grown-up human being with some brains in his cranium, and so a vehicle accident, a fuel tanker leaking a fuel, and the first thing that happened to his brain is to go and rush to look for a gallon, to go and start stealing petrol. I'm just trying to imagine what thinking process informed that. And we know, are these the type of people with whom any government can build a viable and progressive society? With this type of material, what can a president do with this type of people? No, we think of corruption as the thing only our politicians do. No, it is not. It has eaten into every fabric of our society. Almost every situation you see is corrupted. Almost every institution has been bastardized. And then we blame our politicians. What can the politicians do? Right from school, there are so many instances of teachers giving gradings on end gradings to students, either for collecting money or for sleeping with the students. So we end up with a situation where the materials coming out of our universities are not qualified. They end on the end certificate for which they have not worked. And these same people, the process is just staggering when we consider it. The same people, unqualified graduates, will be applying for jobs, Since they are not qualified, they need to pay bribes to be considered. In Ghana, they call it protocol. I don't know what the name is in Nigeria or in Kenya or in South Africa, but the process is the same. We're using, instead of being using meritocracy to fill our institutions and our departments, we using protocols. So we have unqualified people in charge of our affairs, and then we pretend not to know or understand why things are not going well with us in Africa. The late Nigerian leader Buhari said something which I believe he got from the Chinese president. It's either we destroy corruption or corruption will destroy us. Corruption is not only about president or minister or people at the civil service collecting bribes. No, it is a societal problem. This time we recognize it, and it is time we own up. It is also in our churches. I don't know about mosque, but all these religious camps, almost every corner of our street is littered with the churches. What do they teach? Gratification, instant gratification. Make money or die trying. That has been, they call it gospel evangelism or whatever. And do the pastors, do they live by examples? No. Do they set moral standards for their congregation? They do not. I mean, let's not, this is not about a criticism of religion per se. We will deal with that later. But the problem is, the same pastor will be blaming politicians. He will mount his pulpit after collect money for scamming people, telling them he's going to stand between them and their gods. And then we'll be blaming politicians. No, it's not. I have this debate with a scholar a few years ago. I remember, if I remember correctly, he was a professor at Lagos University. We think of leadership as only the politician. No. How about the academic, the people who graduate this political class? How about them? They're also leaders, they're academic leaders. How about the religious leaders? Why are they absconding their responsibility? How about the media? They are supposed to be the guardian of the estate, the fourth estate, they call them. Are they doing their job? Are they up to the task of chronically analyzing the problems of our society? Which is what, with our meager resources, we are trying to do. I mean, invite the journalists to come and cover any event. They will be demanding envelopes from you. This is no secret. We know it. It happens. And the same journalist will be writing bullshit about politicians. And this politician is corrupt, that politician is corrupt. What about you, Mr. Journalist? You collect and stuck your envelope in your pocket, and then you mount a hypocritical rostrum to condemn corruption. Why don't you look inward? Why don't you look at your own mirror? This is the problem of the society. We are the worst hypocrites in the world, as far as noticed. We condemn exactly the thing that we do. We have no integrity. But then we are the first to condemn other people for doing what we do and what everybody see that we do. No, God is coming down to save us. We have to start saving ourselves. How we do so should be our collective responsibility. I think it's I don't know if it was Mao or Ping, President Ping of China, who said that he considered corruption the first priority, because without fighting corruption, nothing will happen in any society. A corrupt society can never make progress. I think around 1940 something, the U.S. government decided to fight the mafia. I mean, the society was considered so corrupt that they think that they need to do something about it. I think they enacted a law called the RICO against the mafia. It worked. They swept the mafia out of their system. It is not a perfect thing, but it makes the society function better. But we are on our statute books. We have anti-corrupt agency. We have EFCC in Nigeria. We have whatever it's called in Ghana. The same in Kenya. The same in South Africa. But what do? There are instances when the hunter becomes the hunted. No, we have to take this issue of corruption extremely seriously. We have to take this issue of corruption extremely serious. Without fighting it, without winning battle against corruption, we will just be rolling the same mud. Nothing will happen. It affects every facet of our society. Why is there no light? 70, almost 70 years after our independence, we are still struggling to generate enough electricity to power the few industries we have. Even though we live close to the equator and we have sunshine almost all year round. We have sold almost everything sellable in our land. Gold, name it, we have sold everything. But we cannot provide water for our people. No, so when we listen to people telling us, "Oh, we have made progress," we have no, it's silly. We have not. What does it cost to provide treated water to citizens? What does it cost to pay? I mean, electricity was discovered many years ago. Why 70 years after our so-called independence, we cannot provide enough electricity? These are the things we are not linking these things to the issue of corruption. The money allocated for these things, we have been allocating money for these things since the colonialists packed their bags and went away. But we're still in the same situation. And we don't think of this as part of the corrupt system we have managed to create and in which we appear to be, not joyful but satisfied. So it's not an issue of lazy people or brainless people going to scoop petrol. It is linked to the general corruption we see around us in the society. And until we face it, we shall continue to be rumbling in the mud. Thank you very much. This is my message for today. Please don't forget to press the like button and please help us to share it. Until next time when I come to you with another edition. Ireo.